10 luxury submarines for billionaires. Number 10. The Carapace. The Carapace is a concept designed by an Italian naval architect, Elena Nappi, that's intended to show how luxurious the submarines of the future can be. At an estimated cost in the high hundreds of millions of dollars, it's something only the wealthiest people could even dream of affording. And, as you'd expect, with such a high price tag, it comes packed with first-class features. The 256-foot-long structure can operate as a yacht on the surface and, when desired, can submerge to a depth of up to 985 feet for up to 10 days at a time without the need for resupplying. It has 3 levels with room for VIP cabins, a lounge, a spa, a bar, and a large fitness suite, and it's constructed from light aluminum to reduce fuel requirements. If you had one of these, you'd hardly ever need to set foot on land, but the design of this yacht is intended for purposes beyond a private vacation. Its creator said that it would be ideal for business meetings where privacy is of the utmost concern. It'd certainly be difficult to eavesdrop on what was being discussed on the seabed. Number 9. The Migaloo M7, $2.3 billion. The Migaloo M7 is currently the most expensive luxury submarine available to order and costs a whopping $2.3 billion. This makes it without a doubt the most expensive object on Earth. And to put things in perspective, the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, only cost $1.5 billion to construct. It's perhaps no surprise then that the Migaloo have yet to take an order for one of these incredible vessels, but it's likely only a matter of time until they do. Again, it functions as both a yacht and a submarine. But with such a high price, it comes with a number of amenities that most of us could struggle to fit in our homes. The 928-foot-long vessel's design is based upon the U.S. Navy's Zumwalt-class destroyers, has a helipad, a swimming pool, numerous suites, hangar bays, conference rooms, fitness facilities, and of course, plenty of rooms for all the crew to live in too. It's able to dive to depths of up to 1,500 feet with an underwater cruising speed of 20 knots, and it steers so differently to any other vessel on Earth that any captain in charge of the sub will be required to spend hundreds of hours in the company's training simulator before setting foot on it. Number 8. Ocean Submarine Nyek L3, $23.8 million. Another company known for underwater craft, Ocean Submarine, has recently unveiled its latest luxury submarine, the Nyek L3, which when fully spec'd will set you back around $23.8 million. It's designed to go alongside your super yacht and can hold up to 20 passengers at a time. At 79 feet long, it's maneuverable enough to explore the ocean floor at up to 500 feet and amazingly has a range of 1,250 miles. Not only does it give stunning views through the 270-degree viewing room, but it comes fitted with a landing gear, which means it can be parked on a beach for a snack before returning to the yacht. Any billionaire concerned about their privacy would do well to have one of these, as the Nyek L3 has a handy trick up its sleeve. It has been designed in such a way that you could travel from your yacht's berth in Monaco to the helipad at Nice Airport while remaining completely submerged, so you don't have to worry about anyone keeping track of your movements. Number 7. U.S. Submarines Phoenix 1000, $90 million. The 213-foot-long Phoenix 1000 is made by U.S. Submarines, who call it the largest private undersea vehicle to have ever been built. It's both a yacht and a submarine that contains 5,000 square feet of space within the structure and is full of facilities to ensure you stay entertained during your voyage. There's a floating bridge at the top of the craft, and below it are 2 further levels that contain a large saloon, cabins for guests and crew, and stairways that connect them all together. As you can see, there are large acrylic viewports along its hull, which are ideal for looking out when reaching depths of around 1,000 feet. If one sub isn't enough for you, though, it's been designed with a docking collar that can be used to transfer into a mini-sub, which is able to descend to 2,000 feet. The Phoenix 1000 has a surface cruising speed of 16 knots and a range that will let it cross the Atlantic Ocean. One of the benefits of it being both a yacht and a submarine is that if it encounters rough weather on the surface, it can simply descend beneath the waves and provide a much more comfortable ride than would otherwise be possible. This truly is like an underwater private jet and is a must-have for every billionaire in the world. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe to Top 5s with notifications on. Number 6. Project Neptune, $4 million. Triton is renowned for designing submarines that are used in scientific research and recreational trips, but with Project Neptune, they've come up with something spectacular. It was designed in collaboration with Aston Martin and is the closest thing you can get to having a sports car beneath the waves. Its slick design means you'll be the envy of all the other billionaires, and with an underwater cruising speed of 5 knots with a ridiculously fast acceleration speed, you can go up to 1,600 feet beneath the surface in no time. There's room inside for 3 people, including the pilot, and with an interior designed by the same people that create the plush interiors of Aston Martin's cars, you can explore the underwater world in unparalleled comfort while looking out the near 360-degree bubble that surrounds you. Number 5. Necker Nymph, $650,000. If you're a billionaire like Richard Branson, you have virtually everything you need. He's bought an island in the British Virgin Islands and has a yacht that's available to hire, so it seemed like a natural next step that he'd buy a submarine. While the Necker Nymph is far from the most expensive on this list at $650,000, it's definitely one of the most unusual. Technically, it's an aero submarine that uses its wings to produce downwards lift to go underwater. With 3 open cockpits, it's ideal to explore the underwater environment around the island. And it's available to hire for $25,000 a week, which means it's more accessible to non-billionaires than most others. Number 4. Deep Flight Super Falcon, $1.8 million. The $1.8 million Deep Flight Super Falcon personal submarine is fully battery-powered, which means it can fly through the water in almost perfect silence. It gives the 2 occupants the ability to glide in the water alongside whales and fish and can descend to around 328 feet, which is deep enough to reach the edge of darkness where sunlight can penetrate the water no further. It's essentially a fun toy to play with for a few hours before returning to a yacht or an island retreat, and surely something only a billionaire can justify buying. Number 3. U-Boat Works Sport Sub 2, $1.35 million. The Dutch company U-Boat Works describes the Sport Sub 2 model as a subsea Ferrari. Painted in a vivid red with seats for 2 people, it can reach a depth of 330 feet on voyages of up to 6 hours long. This particular sub has been specifically designed to be launched from a super yacht of more than 98 feet long and will easily fit in the tender garage of one of those vessels, so it's easy to be used whenever the owner fancies taking it for a spin. It can reach speeds of up to 3 knots on the surface and 2 knots beneath the waves, but there's also the option to upgrade its thrusters to increase this ability. The controls are also designed to be operated by novices, with an intuitive gamepad-type controller from which every part of the sub can be operated. So even though the base model costs $1.35 million, at least the owners will save the cost of needing a dedicated pilot. Number 2. Deepsea Challenger, $10 million. If you want to really explore the depths of the ocean, then you need a submarine that's able to withstand extreme pressures. Currently, the only choice you have for this is the $10 million Deepsea Challenger, the submersible that James Cameron used to reach the deepest points on Earth. It has descended more than 6.77 miles beneath the surface and has such perfect pressurization within that you won't even feel your ears pop. There's only room for 1 person inside, and it's a tight squeeze. While it's not exactly a luxurious interior, the places these vessels allow you to reach means you'll have opportunities not available to anyone else on Earth. Deepsea Challenger comes with cruise control, so the pilot can focus on looking out the Perspex dome instead of concentrating on steering. And because it accesses places very few other vessels can, it has a range of safety measures, such as automatically deploying ballasts, specifically designed equipment throughout, and even a mechanism that removes the condensation from the metal sphere that is formed from the pilot's breath and sweat, which can then be drunk in case of emergency. Number 1. Lover's Deep, $292,000 per night. Even with billions of dollars, the organization involved in running a large submarine could be more effort than it's worth, so there's an alternative to offer: Lover's Deep. It's the most expensive hotel in the world, with prices starting at $292,000 per night. And as it's a submarine, it can take guests anywhere in the world they want, although it's usually chartered around the Caribbean. The sub is separated into different sections. At one end are the staff's quarters where the captain, chef, and butler stay, while at the other end are the luxury 5-star guest quarters, with a large living room and suites that offer everything you'd expect from high-end accommodation. There really is no other place in the world like this, and with the ability to choose your own route, you could be looking out at a shipwreck from your bedroom one day and wake up next to an extensive reef the next. Subscribe to Top 5s for more and check out some of our other popular videos.